Good evening. Um, Hello everyone. I am Kent Gabriel. I guess Kent is fine. I've always passionately included my Gabriel in the name. I guess because it's named after the guardian angel. I guess you can put it poetically that way. So, and anyway, both of the names are fine. Um, This is my second time recording this. Originally, when I sat down just a few minutes ago to create this video, um, my I was running out of storage, so I had to delete just a little bit, about 200 photos, in order to uh, hopefully record under I guess a 20-minute deadline. I've also deleted my original footage in order to create this, so I guess I'm going to have to follow a 15-minute um, deadline in order to give you something. Um, what's my point for this channel? Um, I've always been someone who's very oriented to a certain type of philosophy in my life. I guess to put it simply, I'm just another boy who's trying to find meaning in what he does. Um, I've always put myself to the passion of saying that I shouldn't move without symbolism, and I don't move without any type of symbolism attached to whatever actions I make. And I guess you could kind of extract from that meaning the reason why people do what they do. Um, because otherwise, everything is just mundane. Well, I don't know what mundane means actually, but kind of plain if you think about it. If you look into people like uh, poets, I used to be a poet actually, so whatever I say here, I'm part of the offense. If you look into poets, they're if you take away their medium of poetry, they're basically just horrible overthinkers. Basically, what we think, like what we put ourselves to the mindset of, uh, meaning is created when we utilize a certain medium for it. So, I guess for me, well, right now I'm trying to utilize this medium because I wanted to create something that I can self watch as well. I don't want to just make plain vlogs, just videos or just plain romanticizing of certain things, certain aspects of life. I kind of wanted to capture what it feels like. Uh, I kind of don't want to spoil uh, anything about it right now. I guess it's something that I would break down in the process of going through this channel. But right now, I guess I want to talk about uh, artists I like. I guess we can follow a 1 minute deadline of each. I'm already 4 minutes in. Uh, Alright. Number one would be Leonardo da Vinci. Of course, that's the classic. Um, da Vinci is someone I thought I would cling on to in for the rest of my life because right now I used to be a poet. If I didn't emphasize that clearly a while ago, and right now I'm kind of utilizing the medium of art, painting. So a lot of these artists I like are painters. Uh, a few a few are from the Renaissance, but um, I've just recently created this list in a broken process of 2 weeks, and I've come to a certain satisfaction in knowing that I also love contemporary artists. Well, I guess artists right now and from the this just last century. But yeah, Leonardo da Vinci, he kind of keeps me grounded, like many artists, in the science of things. He's pretty much like the Bible for artists, and it's kind of some saying like it's kind of like when you mention Jesus, obviously, it's the religion. So like when you mention when you mention Leonardo da Vinci, it's immediately like the Renaissance, and yeah, that's kind of like what I like about him. What I like is his ability to uh, capture this realistic sense of idealization, like the Virgin of the Rocks. There's this like perfected sense of human figure, and while the Renaissance tackles usually like mythology, from what I know, and when when you put it and when Leonardo puts it in religion, something we all connect to, then it's kind of why I said the term on science about him, because he really grounded us in a controlled sense of idealization, because religion is faith, and to see that in painting, it's, I guess, kind of how we connected to him. And if you want to put Leonardo in a more grounded sense, you can look to uh, Ge- his portrait of Ginevra. Ginevra, I don't know what her full name is, but I'll paste the picture here. Ginevra, I guess what I like about him is the humor he put to the painting. Uh, like in the background are juniper trees, so it's kind of a pun to her name, Ginevra Juniper. So it's kind of the same. Um, yeah, I kind of figured that, I realized that from the Leonardo series, and yeah, so that's kind of my rambling for Leonardo da Vinci right now. I have a lot of artists to go through. Yeah, okay, I guess we can skim through a little bit of the others now. My next artist is Botticelli, Sandro Botticelli. Ugh, I've loved Botticelli for a lot. I think actually I've come to connect with him before more than Leonardo da Vinci. Although Leonardo da Vinci is what got me into painting, of course. Botticelli, um, I have this like really cool description of him that's very weird as well. He was pretty much the sperm that impregnated minimalism into the Renaissance period. Um, because if you look into it, Botticelli is kind of those artists, those semi-realistic artists where the whole face is realistic, but when it comes to the nose, it only this part exists. Do you know that those types of artists where it's kind of like those anime characters where they just draw the line for the noses? See, so yeah, he's kind of birthed that kind of concept, and and it's, I guess, something we can all look back to if we want to connect ourselves to the past, and and yeah, I guess how I like Botticelli is pretty much something that I want to reach the level of. I've I've always been broken in creating paintings. It's always just a painting, and then I layer on a slab of gesso with a mix of white paint, and then I make another painting, and then you could pretty much uh, track my entire artistic progress on one canvas so far. I have this canvas right next to me that's has so many layers. I plan on destroying it actually in the future, so that, I guess, art historians wouldn't cling on to that painting so much. I kind of want them to just see the meaning that I attach to it. Well, I guess I can keep it. They can see how uh how the contemporary man how the contemporary man develops with his deep connection to the Renaissance people. So yeah, that's kind of like how I like Botticelli, because he's captured idealization so perfectly, and it still kind of exists in the 21st century. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of the people of the past now. That's the Renaissance period. So we're done with that, and now we're moving on to the present. Um, yeah. So my next favorite artist, oh right now, what kind of inspired me to make this video is Sliman Mansour. Um, I I found him while scrolling through Rama Duwaji's uh, Instagram page. She did this like promotional video of him, of the artists of Palestine, and yeah, that's kind of how I appreciate him as an artist. To be honest, it's kind of like that uh, realizing moment where, oh, you kind of have to adapt with what you are living with right now, especially with so many pressing issues. You've come to realize that periods end because meaning has already been made, and you live in the present moment because something universal relies onto you in order to translate that meaning into something that defines what the present moment is. It it's actually what any artist's job is to be. And Sliman Mansour is kind of how I want to become a contemporary artist now. And what I like about Sliman Mansour is this kind of humility, humbleness. He has an artist, and like when you watch his like podcast so far, I've only watched one, and it's he's so gentle with it, and it's kind of he when you look into a reputation of an artist, you kind of see how his work is the reason why it is. He's like a very quiet uh, representation of something paradoxical, because he's living in a world where it's colliding to one another. So there's this kind of harsh and gentle reminder that everything breaks, but you still have to create. And you kind of see that with his work as well. Several of his works have been like destroyed or something. I think this like very tragic painting of this girl, the school girl who was shot by this Israeli soldier. I think it was burned when this horrible Israeli terrorists started bombing Palestine or something. It's horrible, and I guess that's kind of what the driving motivation is for me right now as a contemporary man. So yeah, that's kind of why I like Sliman Mansour, because we have to be in the present. Of course we do. That's why it's kind of like an ick for me now. I guess it's kind of denied in me before that. When I was a poet, I used to think that I wasn't fit into this timeline because I used to write like Emily Dickinson and stuff. But right now, like I said a while ago, you live now because you're supposed to be a representation of what it means to live in the present era. And while many artists have done that, I want to be able to tackle it in a unique way, you know? Yeah, that's kind of like what Sliman Mansour is for me. He's kind of this realizing moment for me. Okay. Oh my gosh. I've utilized 15 minutes. I still have about 3 artists to go. Okay. This next one is Zinaida Serebriakova. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Zinaida Serebriakova. I'll just paste it here. Uh, oh, my favorite painting of her is at the dressing table. There's this really, really good um, uh, video by Art Deco. Many artists right now love watching Art Deco. She uploads like once a month or something. Not once a month, maybe like once in 2 months, depending on her actually. And yeah, there's this. It's kind of like the same with Sliman Mansour. You realize why an artist's work is the way it is because of what the author or what the artist is living like. And I kind of I say relate to Zinaida because when the Bolshevik Revolution came, she kind of lost everything, and I guess that's something I want to tackle in another video of me losing several things along the way to become what I have become, and the way she kind of recovers in her artistic journey is so inspiring. It's like whoa, and yeah, I guess right now what my favorite paintings of her would be her self portraits. She's oh, wow, she's very pretty. Yeah. Um, Next would be Andrey Remnev. Andrey Remnev is like is a Russian artist. Same with Zinaida Serebriakova. They're both Russian artists. Um, so Andrey Remnev, what I read about him was like he studied Russian Orthodox icons. I have an Orthodox icon, and I'm a Roman Catholic. But anyway, yeah, he studied Orthodox icons, and he kind of mixes it into his work. It's kind of this art style of Andrei Remnev. He's a contemporary artist. He's like living right now. He kind of created this art style of minimalism and embellishment. So it's kind of like if you combine a minimalist Christmas tree and those beautiful ornate Christmas trees from the 1980s or something, and then you combine them, and it's like, whoa! It's like if it's not religious icons, then it's icons, and that's what I like about Andrei Remnev. Uh, it's not photorealistic, which makes it embellished, but it's that sense of meaning he puts into his work. So it's not just religious Orthodox icons. It's like um, those kind of legends and stuff like that. Yeah. And last artist. It's not really an artist actually, and that's the point I'm trying to make in this video is that artists aren't just painters, it's what people utilize the mediums of. And this last artist is uh, this Minecraft YouTuber, Sino. Sino, I guess I've kind of reached Sino in his underground phase when he was still a rather new YouTuber. And Sino is basically uh, this YouTuber dedicated to his so far 10-year-old Minecraft world, and the way he treats it, it's not like those other Minecraft YouTube artists think like YouTubers where they're called the Bob Ross of Minecraft. No, because usually when you see Minecraft YouTubers, they build towards Minecraft laws. So like if Redstone, for example, they build something dedicated to it. But with Sinnoh, he utilizes Redstone in order to create meaning, in order to create sceneries into his world, or in order to gather materials in order to create that scenery. And that's something unique about it because it's kind of translating what, let's say, a Pinterest landscape is and putting it into Minecraft because it's kind of like recreating reality into the game, and that's something many artists can actually be kind of heartwarmed about because it's kind of you utilize the gaming medium and then your artistic sense, and then you combine it together. it's it's kind of how the modern times captures uh, this meaning in something as simple as nature, and you've come to realize that there's so many details in what nature lives as. And I guess Sino is kind of something I like to mimic us in this YouTube channel, I guess, since nobody's going to be watching this yet. So whoever is going to hear this, uh, I guess I want to be able to translate something of his style, but into a realistic setting. So while I'm not achieving that right now, I guess we'll be able to achieve this someday when I've got the right tools. Right now, I've only got the right words, I guess. The resources, well, I'll get to that. Hopefully, I'll find some interest from any one of you, whoever has come across this video. I have a few other videos on my channel, but those are 2 years old. I'm not gonna delete them. It's kind of the erasing authenticity if ever. Yeah. So that's pretty much it, to be honest, for my first video. Artists I like by Kent Baluyot. Oh, by Kent Gabriel, or whatever. I guess you can call me KG. KG is kind of a combination of Kent and Gabriel. I don't know. I guess we'll never know always. Yeah, that's it from Kent Gabriel Baluyot so far. And yeah, I guess I've kind of created a foundation for this channel. Artists I live by, and there's always going to be more to come. Yeah. Good evening, and I'll see you in the next video.